Pleased to be joined now once again by the one, the only, the legendary, the internationally famous, the soon to be, well, we'll talk about things in a moment here. The one and only friend of Blogging the Boys, really my great personal friend at this point, DeMarcus Ware. D-Ware, thank you so much for joining us here at Blogging the Boys. We have a lot to get to. You and I, we can't keep meeting like this, or can we? Maybe we just meet like this forever and never.
We can.
So I went and counted when I found out that I was going to be interviewing you. Do you know how many times you and I have spoken since 2019?
2019, I would say 13 times.
Not quite. So we have a little bit to go, but this is number 10. So we're at double digits now, though.
Okay. All right.
And last time we met, last time we spoke, I promised you that I would get something from my office that was D-Ware related. And I don't have a photo because I knew this would happen again. So I actually wanted to get this on the record. You have sat in front of a variety of backgrounds since we have done this. I've seen you sit in front of like a home gym. I mean, like you're in front of your wall of jerseys. I'm going to get a DeMarcus Ware jersey. That's what it is. It can't be a photo. It has to be a jersey. I want you to pick the one. Do you want it to be the home white? Do you want it to be the road navy, the throwback? I'll go Troy. What do you want? And I will make it happen.
The road navy. The road navy matches every single thing you got back there. I don't know where you're going to put it at, but the road navy is where it's at.
Ordering it tonight. DeMarcus, you said Happy New Year. How have things been for you so far in 2023?
Things have been really good, man. Woke up this morning at 5:30, got me some good sleep last night on my sleep number bed. That's why we're here. But feeling really good about the new year and, ready to see some great playoff games this weekend.
Well, you mentioned it. Sleep Number is the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL, and currently 80% of active roster players benefit from the improved sleep performance on Sleep Number smart beds. Do you keep the same number? I don't have a Sleep Number bed. Like, are you in the mood some nights for one number, another number? Like, how does it all work?
First of all, we got to get you a Sleep Number bed, right? So making sure you're sleeping well at night. For me, I actually have it on 100. I have it cranked up because I like a firm bed. I'm a back sleeper, but it's one of those cool things to be partnered with Sleep Number and the NFL, and to see how awesome performance is, how awesome it is to get the right sleep. Because if you get the right sleep, you have the right mindset, and then you can go out and do what you need to do. And the Cowboys are doing that. And so I'm here right now because of that. But it's just awesome to sort of be part of that, be part of this partnership. And I'm 100. I'm all the way. I'm cranked all the way up.
Well, in all our chats in the past, I know that you don't partner with anybody except for people who you admire and truly believe in, and Sleep Number is certainly very high on that list. People talk about stuff like sleep when it comes to playoff games, right? Like, well, you got to go on the road. You got to stay in a hotel, and this week, I'm sure you've seen people are talking about the Cowboys got to play on grass, that they're not used to this. They got to wear those road navies, the cursed navy blues. Is it really different? I mean, you've played a lot of road games. Like, do you really feel like it's different? Is it, or is it just normal different? Or is it different that's a big bad deal?
No, it's different when you play a road game, especially in this magnitude of playoffs. And sleep is the most important thing. You're already prepared. You've already been here before. But one thing that's intangible that nobody really talks about is getting a restful sleep at night. And when you do that, now your brain is working right, your body feels good, you don't wake up with the aches, and then you're ready for the game. So, that goes all the way to the testament of what's the most important thing is when people say you are what you eat, no, you are how you sleep. So the way you sleep is the most important thing for me, and the boys need to make sure they get a good night's rest on Sunday night, because they're playing on Monday.
That's exactly right. You have beaten Tom Brady in a playoff game before. That is something Cowboys have never done in any game, let alone obviously a playoff game. This is their first one that they'll meet him in. So if Micah hit you up and said, "Hey, D-Ware, what do I need to do?" You would say, "Okay, get to Sleep Number bed, put it on 100, make sure Sunday night you're good to go." But what else? You are known to have trained Micah Parsons, talked to him, tutored him, whatever you want to call it in the past. What would be your advice? You can send him one text message. What do you want to tell Micah before Monday night's playoff game against Tom Brady?
I would tell Micah to make sure you do not rush past Tom Brady. He steps up in the pockets and the big gaps really well, and he's going to throw the ball to the short guy every time. It's almost like little small run plays. You got to play up front as a conglomerate, like the interior guys and the exterior guys. They just got to push the pocket, right? It's almost like they got to push the pocket and make him so uncomfortable in like a small phone booth that he can't make that phone call, which is that touchdown down the field. So if he can do that and get all the guys on one accord. I did that, I can't remember, just say 2014, whenever that year we won the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 50, we hit him like 32 times and he still almost beat us. But it wasn't about the sack. It was about how many pressures and how effective we can get him off of his timing because he throws the ball so fast.
Yeah, 2015 Denver Broncos, you and Vaughn in his second year with you. So we got a second year Micah with a different DeMarcus. Like I'm looking for any dots that I can kind of connect here. Having to go up against Tom Brady in the playoffs, obviously. D-Ware, last year Cowboys went out and really just a really bad way. And then afterwards they were blaming officials and things like that. And when you see things like that in sports, you know, people tend to say, oh, this will never happen again. Micah has said that, right? After blowing the 17-point lead against the Jaguars, I will never do that again. How do you avoid that, right? Like, you know, we could be sitting here Monday night and the Cowboys saying, never again, this will never happen. We get back here next year. This is next year, right? Like you did everything to get back. Like this is a precious opportunity. You have to go an entire year to hopefully, maybe, possibly get back to this point. Like, how do you identify how important it is without putting too much pressure on yourself?
I think you identify from the mistakes that you made in the past, like you were saying, you're winning by 17, or you say it's the refs that, you know, took over that game. So you use those experiences to make them more positive and use it as an awesome outlook and say, hey, I've been here. I know exactly what's going to happen. And the thing is, if you're up by a certain amount, that means that the defense need to make sure that they don't score any points. And then if the refs are going to come into the game and say they're going to take over the game, you should be beating the team bad enough that you're not worried about the refs. You're not worried about it being a field goal game or a 1-point game all the way to the end. So just play your game. You have the experience. Now it's time to put all of those bad mistakes or bad nuances to something positive and win a playoff game against Brady. And guess what? They lost against Brady in Tampa Bay. Not Tampa Bay. They lost against him earlier this season. So they know who they're playing against. So why not use that and then just close the game out with a W?
What is the thing that you, DeMarcus Ware, trust the most about the Cowboys right now?
Who or what I trust the most?
Yeah, it can be who or what. It could be a player or a thing, a theme, whatever you want.
I trust their run game. I know it's been a little bit inconsistent, but when they say, hey, we're just going to run the football, they're going to run the football. And I know I'm feeling that from Tyron, right? I'm feeling that from a guy that I know who I played against that's made plenty of Pro Bowls, all pro guy. And he's like, run the ball behind me. I know that you can feed Zeke any day. You can feed Pollard any day. And if you can do that, they will win so many football games.
DeMarcus, obviously, the Cowboys are hoping to make a run throughout the playoffs over the next month. And we all know what happens the weekend of the Super Bowl. Every Cowboys fan is rooting for you. And you know, I don't want to make you talk about it. I know last year was last year. You're a Hall of Famer in my eyes. Have you thought about, and I know I asked you this last year, but just that your life could change significantly. And at some point it will. I'm a very firm believer. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I hope you believe that because you should. But have you thought about how with one person's announcement, your life, your entire legacy, the entire Wares that will come long and long and long in the future will forever be different once that moment does come?
I think about that now, especially being a legend and, you know, part of, you know, Sleep Number. It's one of those things where it's like, when you put that yellow jacket on, that Ware name gets put into a pool that's forever. It lives forever. And when they say you're a legend, I also think about being a champion, you know, doing the right things and being a leader. And I'm lost for words when you say, what do that feel like? Or what would it feel like? It's almost like I'll get one more opportunity, which all players say they missed, is coming through the tunnel one more time, not putting the pads on anymore, but that yellow jacket and electrifying the fans just one more time. And that's, how cool is that?
I hope it happens for you, DeMarcus. You deserve it. Just about more than anybody else ever has for the Hall of Fame. Not in the NFL, but you do still work and strive, still very well in shape. You improve your performance, energy, and recovery. That's why you partner with Sleep Number. Only the Sleep Number bed is proven to effortlessly improve the quality of your sleep and harness powerful insights to support overall health and wellness. DeMarcus, I am ordering a Navy DeMarcus Ware jersey today. I don't know if it'll be here in time for Monday night. That's the color the Cowboys are wearing, though. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have a great month. I hope you have a great year. I hope you have a great life, because I know I'll see you again. That is our tradition at this point.
And one more thing, you got to look into a sleep number bed. I'm telling you, it'll change your life.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to order the jersey, and then I'm going to talk to the wife about the sleep number bed. That's a bit more of a bigger expense, right? And then when we get it, I'm going to put on my number 94 jersey, and I'm going to lay down and set it to number 94. So it's like full 94-ness. DeMarcus Ware, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. We'll talk soon.
All right, take care.